All right there, folks. Welcome back to Are We There Yet? We're on the fixtures for the Forest screen. This is the previous season. Spoiler now. We left. We did leave. We've left the Forest. We're no longer in charge, and we've not had a club for one whole season. We took a break. We went travelling. Took in some of the sights, the sounds, flavours of worldwide food. So yeah, this is the fixture list for the Forest. Eagle-eyed amongst your spot that they're actually in the Championship now, so I'm angry about it. If we take a look at the fixture list, oh my god, what happened here? If we take a look at the transfers, obviously these are our deals, masterstrokes really. They spent nearly £34 million on players in the following season, which is what we did on who did they sign? Madassa. I mean, he looks pretty good, to be honest. I mean, a winger, we wouldn't have done that, of course, but Thomas Valanta, they needed to improve the centre halves, I suppose. Oh my god! So they finished rock bottom of La Premier League. You can see we've already started, and you notice we're not in the Premier League. We're abroad. We're soaking up abroad weather. I'll come to that in just a minute. But Nottingham Forest finishing bottom, just the 3 wins, 19 points compared to the season before when we acquired 79 points. So that's a severe drop-off. You can see the goals conceded, though, 62. Conceding 9 to Man United, 6 to West Ham, 5 Arsenal, 5 Bournemouth. Oh, Forest, what have you done? So our former club there had a bad time, and they'll hopefully recover. Clyde, equally so. They've just been promoted back from League One to the Championship, so I was a bit concerned they were going to just double dip and end up back in League Two, and it meant that our several years there meant nothing. But hopefully they're more stable and they'll just finish in the Championship mid-table and maybe get a bit of money. They can go back up to the Prem. So one of the biggest regrets probably is not managing Clyde in the Premier League. It was an impossible job for us, but I think we could have done it. So where have we gone? We're not in England. We're in Italy. And we wear black and white. And it's not Udinese. So that must mean, you guessed it, it's Juventus, the mighty Juve, gave us the job. They sacked their previous manager. Zinedine Zidane took over. Allegri won all of these league titles, bar that one. Then Zidane came in and finished third, effectively, after winning the league the previous season, and got fired for it. So that's the realities of this situation. It's win or go. So hopefully we win. The squad, I've had to do a few changes to it because it's quite small. I've got a couple of players that hopefully will be joining. Finances wise, we're absolutely loaded. £77 million transfer budget, 340k available in the wages. So it's significantly different to Forest, you'd have to say. Transfer-wise, that's Dynamics. If you want to look at that, I've clicked on that. So Caldera, Silva and Morata. We'll come to the players in just a minute. But transfers, who have we brought in? That's obviously last year. This year, all I've signed so far is Matias Aguero as a player I wanted at Forest. We never got him. Quite good for £4.5 million, I'm sure you'd agree. 21-year-old Argentinian, yet to be capped, but almost certainly will be. Determined, high-ish work rate. A fantastic midfielder, wonderful passer of the ball, suits the system superbly. He'll come in and play alongside Sergej Milenkovic-Savic. That's the intention. Players out, I've only really sold one player for real cash, Martin Ojeda, a player that arrived, a real winger, proper winger, signed last season for 30 million, so we have taken a loss. I mean, he's a good player. We could have tried to retrain him into Strike Force, but Monaco came in, he wanted to go to Monaco. That fee should rise to around 32 million, so it won't be a loss overall. They'll definitely play him. A very good player, but not suitable for us. Transfers that are probably going to happen, hopefully anyway. I thought they'd be on there, but they're not. Future transfers, this is a lot, isn't it? Let's have a look. Can I find them? Where's the pending transfers? Let's just go on ins. Here we go. So this boy from Poland, Długo Leczki. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. It's the first time I've actually said it out loud. Długo Leczki, a bit of a wonder kid, it turns out. Polish striker, Legia Warsaw. Looks like he's going to come in for around £4-5 million. Equally so, Jairo Garcia. Just a bit of a rotatey centre-half. Defence is a concern for me. This boy is one of our starters, and quite honestly, I don't think I had probably similar defenders at Forest, and defence was a problem. Signed just last season, £8 million, and he's played 2 games for the club. So, given that he's probably in line to start, I want another option in there. And it's a difficult marketplace for us at the moment because there just aren't the players. We've got some really good players, though. Players that you'll know, but players that you also won't because they don't exist. Like this boy, Boris in goal. Really good goalkeeper. Italian as well. Came through at Brazil, of course. And we picked him up for £7.75 million last season, so really good goalkeeper. We do have Alphonse Areola, but he wanted to go back to France, so he's gone on loan to Toulouse, I think it is. So I think it's Toulouse. Anyway, I've put him into the under-20s. He has gone to Toulouse, so the Don there, of course, in his save, so maybe he's brought him in. Roberto Birini, I don't feel the need to have he's all right for a backup for 22-year-old from the academy, effectively. We'll put him on the bench, and if we need him, I'm sure he's capable. Mattia Caldera, a real player. I've been at Forest. Move on. Been at Juve for quite some time now. Probably make around his 300th league appearance for us this season. Yeah, really good. No need to worry about him. A boy from this is the kind of quality that we've got coming through the academy. He's okay, but again, it's the reason why I want to bring in that Garcia. Sergej Milenkovic-Savic, player a lot of you will probably know and have signed. Really good centre midfield player. Does still suit the system with his quality. Moved around a little bit. He, obviously at Lazio in real life, and then Real Madrid picked him up. Had a good few seasons there before Juventus picked him up for quite a bargain, £15.5 million. Definitely capable still. 31, but physicals are still up there, so whether we'll see a drop off in those in the next couple of seasons, maybe so. A player I've managed before, not on this save, but on a previous, on my personal save, Lucas Klostermann, the German right wing back, as it's turning out to be, also capable at centre half. Physically okay as well for a 30-year-old, so we had an issue with some of the age of the players, and I'll come on to some of the loans that we've sent out as well. This boy though, Antonio, what a player he is. 25, Polish. Interesting that he's Polish. I didn't realise. Again, picked up from Brazil. So there's a lot of players with assumedly dual nationality. Polish defender, centre-half. So he's got his EU passport, which is nice. Really good. World-class centre-back, in my opinion. Justin Hugman we've seen. Pedro Pereira, a decent right-back again. We don't really have a natural right wing-back, so we're keeping an eye out for one. But Klostermann and Pereira will do the job fine. This boy is good though. David Luison, he is a natural wing back, Juventus boy as well. So he must have had a loan at Dortmund, which is a pretty big club to go to on loan. So he's an academy player as well, and he just suits the system as well. A bit like Hartlebury, really. He can play inverted wing back. It is his favourite position. So he, is a match made in heaven for him. Backup left back at this point is Ari Barbosa Almeida. Portuguese. He's Brazilian. Really good, just not a natural left wing back. Dortmund have been sniffing around him. We're getting bids of around £30 million. I want 40 for him if I'm going to be selling him. We signed him a few years ago for 13.75. Hasn't pulled up any trees really for the club, but there we go. Marco Ruig. Really good, a player that a lot of you will have managed, I'm sure. Again, a world-class central midfield player, and they'll just rotate between the three, Sergej and the aforementioned Matias Aguero. Malagioni, a good player again. We've got blessed with quite a few central midfield players. Fornals can also play central midfield, but I'm probably going to use him as backup striking option, to be quite honest. A player I'll probably move on. His physicals are not great, and he's already the wrong side of 30. Prudenza, a bit more youth, but again, he's more of a defensive option. Doesn't really suit the system that well. Whether or not he'll learn, I probably don't have the time to put into him at this level. Giacomo Mercuri, again, another central midfield player. We've got loads of them, so I expect these players probably to be sold on. I mean, he's wanted by quite a few clubs, so if we get a big bid, I'd rather he didn't go to Milan. Those clubs are fine. If we get 15-20 million for him, I'd be happy with that. Matias Aguero is seen. Gonzalo Moroni is a bit of an attacking midfield option, but again, we'll be utilising him in striking option. He is transfer listed. No one's interested though. He's been transfer listed since just before I arrived, actually. He's okay. It doesn't suit the system though, so there's no point in spending this kind of money on him if he doesn't suit. Andre Silva, a great striker, but again, the wrong side of 30 is a common theme. And, we've let a few players older than this go already. He'll do the job, though, up front in the centre. He'll play the Sheldon role, and he's been good for the club. 45 goals in 105. He should get quite a few in the way we play. Morata, again, wrong side of 30. We've had bids. He wanted to go to Milan, but a bid never materialised. So we're sticking with him. Physically, he's clearly on the way down. We should get one season out of him before we decide to move on. Andrew Nwafor is a really good striker. Academy prospect again. Just 21, so more the kind of player that we want. When we joined the club, we agreed on philosophies for bringing... Let's have a look. Can we see the philosophies? I think we can somewhere. Where's the philosophies? Is it in ball confidence? It is. Here we go. So summary on the ball philosophies. It doesn't actually tell me. There we go. First team youngster signing. So we want to be signing youngsters for the first team. Matias Aguero is one, but obviously we've only made one signing. The age of this squad certainly will come down. If we look at the players who've gone out on loan, you can see Memphis Depay was here, not justifying his wage of 180 grand a week, and he's certainly too old to be adapting to playing up front for us. He could definitely have done it, but I'd rather give youth a chance as it arrives. Mirel Casoli is a good option for us. 17, gone out to Spezia. I think he's going to be a bit of a star in the future if he develops a little bit physically. I like to see those building blocks in place. Yuri Medeiros, winger again, 32. Gone out to Young Boys of Bern. So, we spent a lot of money on him as a club, but I just can't. I don't need him. Areola, as I said, has gone out to Toulouse. He wanted to go back to France. Would definitely be playing a role in the squad. Probably would be back up to Boris, but it is what it is. He wanted to go. Bastoko, really good-ish full-back option, but not really a wing-back, so that's why he's on his way. Ripamonti, great name. Again, probably not going to make it. If he works hard and does well in his loan spell at Westerlo, then maybe. And then Maniscalco has gone to Avellino. He's not really going to make it. He's lower league level. So those are the transfers. It's a good squad. It's a winning squad. We've played a few friendlies today. It's Super Cup day. We've beaten every team we played apart from Milan, who we absolutely battered before they scored in the last minute from a set piece. Milan are clearly the team to beat. We almost pulled the deal off for Ed Vinaldo. He was transfer listed. He's not anymore. We almost pulled the deal off for around 58 million, but I didn't want to spend that kind of money in my first season on one player, given that it was pretty much our entire budget at the time. So, yeah. Serie A wise, you can see Inter are the champions, and that's who we're facing today. First league game will be against Udinese. We'll see how we do today, and we'll figure out where we're going to come back. Obviously, it's a bit of a different structure. We've got Champions League football for the first time, of course. Those groups not yet drawn. Ooh, it's going to be good. I think it's going to be an exciting time for us with the club, and it's a big step. It's a big step. Sorry to leave Forest, but it's the journey, isn't it? We've got to move. So I'll see you pitch side in just a minute for this Super Copper, and fingers crossed we can bring home some silverware. So there are your teams then. A joy to be able to name a bench of 15,000 players. So we've got a packed bench, lots of options on there. I think the Premier League needs to go that way. Just saying, it helps if you've got a youngster on the bench. You can bring them on if the situation allows it without having the... Anyway, we'll move on. So yeah, that's our first lineup for Juventus. Boris in goal, Hugma, Antonio Caldera, Luison, Pereira, Aguero, Sergei, Morata, Silva and Nwafor. For Inter, it's a bit of a mix, isn't it, there? They've got Twanzebe, I know he's Manchester United. They've got Alisson, who's a big player in... big transfer gossip going on at the moment. IRL. Belotti as well on the right flank. So they've got Kwame Mitore as well. And it's one of they're the champions. We're the dethroned champions. So we need to put them in their place and hopefully get off to a win. But there's a long way to go in this season. This is a game for a bit of a laugh, to be honest, sort of. Let's get out there. So, famous white and black shirts. Lovely stuff. Lovely, clean, crisp jerseys. Let's we get something underway straight away. It's an Inter Milan goal kick, comes to Belotti, to Danilo, sent it out right to Torre, finds Belotti again, and you can see already they're trying to get one through, but Antonio closes the space, and Boris goes looking for Nwafor, who moves away from the ball. Interesting. And here come Inter again. It's Hendricks to Gagliardini. Poor ball, Antonio picks that one off again. He's going to be a good player, I can tell that. Nwafor, number 9. Andre Silva, can he get Sergei in? He can, but Morata's on the overlap, and Morata probably should have done better. I can see me falling out with Morata. I think he's going to be a player that isn't as good as I would hope he is. The corner ball, Nwafor, first time, sends it wide. Good start from Juve. And still, we crack on. Jeez, Italian football ain't dull like I've heard. And goal kick for Inter ends up coming all the way through to Boadu, Ceccarelli, and they're in. And it's Boris couldn't get a firm hand at Myron. Boadu scores the goal inside 4 minutes. Pretty poor, good start from us, and then I don't really know what happened, to be honest. We just got caught out with this this ball here as the cameraman decides which angle we're going to go from. Ceccarelli sends Boadu in. At this point, you're thinking, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. But then he just seems to find the space. Finds the space. I don't even know if the ball was looking for him. And Boris is probably going to want to do better with that. Really frustrating to concede so early. But here we go. Luison, Sergei. Aguero finds Morata now. He gets Andre Silva in, does he? Nwafor puts one in at the near post, and inside 1 minute of going behind, we pull it back. What a classic game this already is. 1-1 in the Zayed Sports City Stadium. That doesn't sound Italian. We're in Abu Dhabi. Of course we are. So that's interesting. Their Shield game is played abroad. That's a lovely reverse pass from Morata. Maybe we won't fall out. It's a good tackle. He had to make it, and Nwafor side foots home. So yeah, what do you reckon? Should the Community Shield of England go abroad? Should it be that 39th game instead of that? Not sure. Corner ball for Inter. Boadu, he's already hit us once. Almost pinball and fell nicely, but Boris stood firm and denied into the goal. Still inside the first 15 minutes. The highlights just come thick and fast. Inter playing like champions, to be fair. They're clearly a bit of a class act, and they're going to be difficult to dethrone, but I'd like to think we can. Ceccarelli skips away, and back post. We've been undone at the far post again. Wing play, it's going to be a harder job maybe than you'd think, managing Juve here to break into Milan. We've got to get used to the system there. There will be a period of transition. It's not the game you'd want to play first, the champions. We didn't really track that run, and Ceccarelli is causing all sorts of bother. It's a great ball, and it's the kind of ball we'd usually deliver, and we've left Belotti alone, and that's always going to be a bad idea. Corner ball though, Aguero's corner, Andre Silva smashes home. So, I mean, it really ticks us off when Inter score, because we just go back up and score immediately. A good assist from Aguero on his debut, celebrating with no one on his own. That's good integration, lads. Well brought in. Aguero there crosses, and I don't know where the Inter defending is, because there's 3-4 Juventus players ready to tap home on that one. Throw in now, Pedro Pereira. This is going to be a long game. This is definitely key highlights. Pereira's cross breaks from Morata, crosses, and it's in. It's an own goal, I think. Macchiazza, or Marchitza even, gives us the lead inside 20 minutes. 5 goals in 20 minutes. And I thought Italian football was all about the 1-0s, but no. 3-2, 18 minutes played. Aguero involved, and it comes back to Pereira here. Crosses. Bit of a, as I say, lucky break, but Morata keeps alive to it, and side-footed home by Marchitza. Cheers, mate. Thank you. You can jog on. And is it Inter's turn to equalise straight away? We've done it twice. Is it their turn? Ceccarelli finds Gagliardini. Back out to Ceccarelli. He's a bit of a thorn in our side. Hendricks to Estegaribia. These names are going to be a challenge. We pick it out, though. Antonio finds Nwafor. Can he release one of his fellow front men? Doesn't need to. Keeps going. Sergei crosses. Morata's on this far stick. Can he get the ball across? He can. Back. Oh my word, what a mess. It sort of hit the back of Nwafor. He had a chance there to put it away, and he didn't take it. Probably should have done. But 3-2 it remains. Throw in now on this far side. It comes to Boadu. Already scored once. Crosses or sends it across to Hendricks, who finds Danilo. Goes long range, not far away. It looked like Boris was scrambling somewhat there, but it wasn't to be. And we might have a chance, a bit of a breather. No, we don't. Corner, Aguero. It's headed down. Antonio blocked on the line, maybe. And 3-2 it stays. What an exciting game. What an exciting fixture as Hendricks takes his corner now for Inter Milan. It's headed away by Morata. Danilo will recover. Can we shepherd this one out and maybe get a break? We can. Sergei sends it down to Nwafor. Great ball. Nwafor now. Can he get the cross? He can. He's looking far post for Morata. Didn't quite win it, but he might win that one. He does win that one. It's 4-2 after the half-hour mark. Great. I'm just going to say great. Kept alive there by Nwafor. Morata never giving it up, so maybe we won't have a falling out. Nwafor here is going to be, I think he's going to be a bit of a world beast, to be honest. We had a James Nwafor at Forest. This boy's better. Crossed in. Morata loses out between two Inter players, but he's not going to miss this second one. A first-time cross from Nwafor. Morata there just lets it, basically just cushions the header beyond the Inter Milan goalkeeper. And straight from kick-off, 4-2. Here come Inter again. They've got to calm down with these highlights in Italy. I haven't got time for this. I mean, the video's already pushing 20 minutes. We'll have to we'll have to do it in two halves or something. As Hugma collects, Antonio Boris sends it long. I thought Nwafor would go for it, but Andre Silva came and took charge. Pereira now coming in field. Sergei loses out, dwelled on that ball a little bit, and Inter Milan are in, and bit of a wasted effort from Hendricks. Bit of a reminder there, we can't just dally on the ball, even a player of Sergei's quality. Well, after a barnstorming first half an hour, the last 15 minutes sort of just passed by without incident, and I'm grateful of it, to be honest. It's baking hot, and the last thing I need is to keep talking for 40 minutes. We'll tell the boys not to be complacent. A bit of a glorified friendly, of course, so we don't want to take too much stock in it. If we win, great, because it's a great start against the champions, and it lays down a bit of a marker, but it's not the end of the world if we crumble away. Headed on, Antonelli, I can't even say his name, Antoniel, offside, but hit the side netting anyway, and straight from that, here come Inter Milan, Tuanzebe, Toure, Belotti now, finds Danilo, they're working it back inside, Hendricks sends it forward, and here comes Belotti, he's got Boadu in support. Can he find him? He goes all the way left to Ceccarelli. We know what he can do. He's got this, it's near side, but he don't use him. Hendricks outside to Toure, crossed in. Belotti, no, doesn't win that, but the ball comes back. Can we win it? We don't. Danilo, it's well played. Luison manages to clear, but we can't keep control of the ball, and we can't maintain a proper clearance. A centre goal very early on in the second half for the black and blue. Ceccarelli finds Danilo. They're working it nicely, sending us all over the park. And Boadu, lashed effort, to be honest. He sensed the goal because it just ran on for so long without any clear, noteworthy opportunity. But the chance came and it was blazed over the crossbar. So we'll just be on the hour mark there. And I think what we'll do is we're going to take off Aguero, who's had a fantastic game. He is on a caution. We're going to bring on Marco Rug. I think it's Rug. I just can't assume it's Rog. If it's Rog, then fine. Do let me know. And we're going to take off Luison as well for Barbosa Almeida, just because we don't want to get players sent off, and we'll keep the fresh legs. It is a bit of a friendly still. We want to get some fitness into the players it's a good ball. Morata, 5-2. We're taking our chances today. You can see Inter Milan have had 5 clear cuts to our 4. Not really how I'd like to be doing it, but it's how we're doing it. This throw-in ends up being worked quite nicely between Sergei and Almeida. Brings it down. Bit of a loose touch, I thought, but he set it lovely. Great ball in, that is. Terrific cross. And Morata, with all his experience, just guides it in on that volley there. Sends it beyond the goalkeeper, and we take a 5-2 lead. Surely the silverware is ours in our first game in Italy. Well, not even, I say first game in Italy. First game in Italian football, but first game in Abu Dhabi as well. Here's Hendricks to Estigarribia, and Boadu, I thought he might have been offside, but he wasn't. Our defence just seemed to maybe step up a little bit early there and into have a way back into the game, just on before the 70th minute mark. You see, it's Boadu here, the number 10. He's certainly offside here. Does he get back in? I mean, he's onside. Probably just, isn't it? But, you know, we need to be better than that. We need to be far better than that, far better watching those runs. A little bit concerning now because Inter have got players to hurt us. And here they come again, Hendricks. Antoniel picks it off though and finds Nwafor. Bit raw is Nwafor, I think. It's, you know, with the years of development that we'll be able to give him, hopefully, then hopefully he'll turn into quite the star. Bit of a poor ball across from the left back. And here come Inter now. Boadu, the man who's scoring the goals against us, sends Belotti on his way. And can he cross in? He can. He looks for Ceccarelli, who's hit the post, or crossbar rather, and we get away with one. The ball's not dead though. Danilo, Hendricks, and we manage to clear through Sergei. We're not the finished article, are we, by any stretch? I don't think the defence is up to scratch, and it's going to take a couple of years because I'm not happy with the transfer options we've got. I don't want to be spending ridiculous money on players just for the sake of it. I think what we'll do at this stage is we're going to bring on Malagioni for Sergei and just try and shut up shop a little bit if we can. We're just going to tell the boys to concentrate. These last 15 minutes, a goal now, and it makes it 5-4, and you'd probably expect the momentum to be certainly with Inter, and they could easily go on and snatch the equaliser and then maybe more. Malagioni to Rug. Crosses, sort of near, a bit of a lucky one, and, well, I mean, that's in, isn't it? Goal line tech? No? That was in all the way. Good strike, though. Hits the woodworking eventually and comes away. Hugman on this left side takes a free kick. It's all searching ball for Pereira. Morata down this flank. Can he cross? He can. It's palmed away. Nwafor to Almeida. Crosses near post, but no one gambling. Antoniel, and this is where we might struggle. Will we? Well, we should recover this now. Caldara to Pereira. Morata to Malagioni. Can he spread the play to the left? He goes with Rug, who does spread the play to the left. Can he get down this far side? Doesn't need to. Andre Silva collects and scores. 6-3 on the day. Wonderful goal. It was a good cross, actually. Almeida's come on and supplied a couple of wonderful crosses. We'll just declick Boadu there. We're not interested in him anymore. Looks like miscontrol there from Malagioni, but it turns out fine. Almeida always on this, looking for the gap, and crosses the ball nicely. You'd probably expect one of the Inter defenders to have cleared that, but to clear it they didn't, and we take a 6-3 win, a 6-3 lead rather, and we should win this game. Pereira, throw into Morata. What can he do here? He goes for Rog, but it doesn't come off. Inter Milan have got one player up front and it finds him. I feel like the defence there should have stepped in. Firm challenge there, and we might come away with this. Morata inside. How many times have we seen this with Forest? Nwafor? No, nothing doing this time. 6-3 as it stands. Can't complain, can you? Can't complain. So it's a bit, as I say, it's a bit of a marker to put down as the video enters its 29th minute. Oh my word. I'll try and cut some of the lesser highlights out, but it's 9 goals in the game. We win the Super Cup, our first trophy. We're celebrating on the pitch somewhere. First trophy out of the first opportunity. You can't be too disappointed with that, can you? You know, I've arrived and I've beaten the champions. I'm here now. Fantastic. So there it is. We lift the trophy. The dream of many a fan, probably. Great performances all around from the strikers. Questionable defending. That's what we're going to have to be looking at. And obviously we need to be conscious that Morata is old. As are a few of our players, actually. Andre Silva's quite old as well. All right, fantastic. So do pop a like on the video for me there for Juventus, arriving with Juventus, and of course winning a Super Cup. Let me know what you think of the signings, the potential signings, any areas that you think I'm missing as to where we need to strengthen. Are we okay in goal, or do we need a better backup? Let me know what you think. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. Really would be great to see you on there. You'll get notified every time a video goes available. And yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll look to come back probably for, I think we'll do Napoli at home. That's a few games in. We'll have the Champions League up and running by then as well. And Napoli are always a tasty encounter. So yeah, looking forward to that. Thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you again on that very next video for Napoli. Goodbye.